Alrighty guys, welcome back to Pagan Arsenal. It's about that time. Time for the final assembly and a little bit of a function verification of the Shenandoah rifle. This is actually the Ramrod. When I got it, it was very much warped, so I've been soaking it and heating it and soaking it and heating it and pressing it against the bench to try to get it to straighten out. If that works, then I'll be including that in another video. But for right now, it's strapped to the side of the bench, and I gotta kind of work around it. Anyway, yeah, so we're gonna get going on putting this thing together. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna tuck this out of the way, get these out of the way. I'm probably going to speed some of this up a little bit, but we're going to start with our butt plate. And getting all this brass mounted right back to where it belongs. Okay, so I flipped the stock around so we can actually get this going under the light. I got the toe plate and the butt plate screws started. I'm just gonna tighten them down a little bit at a time on either side. You don't want to crank one side down and then try to force it down on the other side. That's how you split your wood. If I could, get my screwdriver in the screw. But, isn't it nice? Just look at how much better it looks with the brass on it already. And you don't want to crank these down either. You're not trying to torque these down to a stupid amount of foot-pounds or even inch-pounds. You just want to get them snug. It's wood, not cast iron or steel. Next step is getting our lock plate fit. Well, not fit, installed. See, I keep bouncing back in time in my head. It's messing with me a little bit. So, we're gonna pull this back to half cock. I'm just gonna press it in. The finish may have added just a little bit of thickness to the wood. Working on it. It's not a big deal. If anything, it's gonna help secure your rifle together. Come on. Our lock wasn't quite seated all the way. That's why. There we go. That's better. Yeah. Alright, so there's that. See, doesn't it look so much nicer already now that it's all come together? Can you tell I'm excited to have this done? Just a little bit. Guys, I forgot something. I forgot something kind of important. This thing doesn't work quite right without it. And what I forgot is this. This is our Ramrod retaining screw. What happens is you got to take out your front retaining screw on the lock plate. And what I like to do, I like to hold it in there. Let's see if I can get enough light in there. I'm going to feed the screw through, feed it through the spring, and just screw it into place like normal. not a big deal. Just something that you kind of need for this thing to function right. What that's going to do is your ramrod is going to slide down here. It's going to press up into this spring. The spring is going to press up against the bottom of the barrel, and it's going to hold your ramrod in place. Yeah. Let's move on. All right, next up is our thimbles and nose cap. We're going to flip this up, slide this into place as well as we can. Yeah. We're going to drop our screw down into where it goes. Where'd it? All right, that's in there now. That's nice and flush. That's nice and snug. Now comes this one. We gotta, yeah, this one. Let's see if we can line up. First try, for the 37th try. Yeah. Maybe. Let's try this again now. You know what? I'm probably going to be wrestling with this thing for a second, so you know what's coming. Yeah, it's done. I won. Cool. All right. Now to get these installed. Now, it'd be a little screwdriver. This may not go 100% smoothly, but you know what? These are teeny tiny little screws. Sue me. Actually, just kidding. Please don't. Come on. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. And like I said before, you don't want to tighten them down all the way before the other. Just kind of snug them down a little bit at a time, switch them back and forth, and everything will go well. All will be well with your rifle. Mostly. You know, kind of. As well as it can. All right. Next thing, getting that barrel in there. Yay. All right, so you can see I took the plug out of the muzzle and oh, right. Okay. Yeah, the spring flipped around me. There we go. Aha. All right, we're gonna see if we can get this to just drop in. No problems, no questions asked. Just go to your home. Where's my mallet? Get my mallet. All right. It doesn't take a whole lot of force to get things to cooperate. It just takes a little bit of persuasion. All right. Now, let's get these barrel pins in. Yeah, that's not bad at all. A little bit of shaving from the inside from the swelling, but that is not bad at all. Woo! All right. What is next? Next. Sights. You know what? Let's do the triggers. Let's get the triggers in there. The tang screw. Get that out of the way. Let's flip this over, get it back into the light. How about that? Come forth into the light. Into the light. All right. And I know my lighting is terrible, guys. I'm working on it. Well, actually, okay, I'm not really working on it. I'm actually looking at relocating soon. So, yeah, some of my more ambitious, more involved projects are going to be on a halt. I'm still building that AR-10, but yeah. All right, there's that. Yeah! Cool. That works. Now, what we are going to do, let's get the trigger guard installed. Then we'll do the nipple and the sights. All right. Woo! Cool. Now, installing the nipple, it's threaded. Stick it in there, turn. Yeah. That's it. There's your nipple. And now we do the sights. So, brass punch, hammer, sights. Everything else can go away. Now, you want to make sure that the little aperture cutout is facing your face. So, drop that in there. I'm not going to worry about the vise. We already drifted these into position beforehand, well, during the fitting, so we're just going to keep pressing them in and checking. And you know what? That is just about center. Alrighty guys, just to verify that this thing is gonna have a little bit of a pop, I've gone ahead, I've put a little pink earplug, little foam earplug down the barrel. We've got a Remington number, not a Remington, a CCI number 11 percussion cap. I'm gonna squish that down onto the lock. I'm at full cock. Hey, get out of there. Hair trigger. It works. All right, so it didn't send the earplug shooting out of there like I was hoping. I didn't have a good enough seal on there, but we do have a little bit of the residue coming out of there. Now the big thing I wanted to show you guys now is pulling back the hammer. You can see that the percussion cap didn't fly off. It didn't stick to the nipple. You got to pick it out of the hammer. Now that can be broken in, but a lot of times you're gonna have to polish the inside face of the hammer. See? And you can polish that out, you can fill it in, do whatever you feel is best. It's your gun. I'm not gonna tell you what to do until you break it and you bring it to me in the future. So, yeah, that's about all I got for you.